Just that. Yo, and we are motherfucking live. Yo, welcome to Intelligently Ratchet, ladies and gentlemen. It's me and my honey mustard brethren, C. Perry Elysia of the Fantastic Four of podcasting. You know what I mean? That came from the derivative of the family tree, I should say, of Intelligent Ratchet. I thank you for coming on.
Oh, bruh, anytime. And look, ladies and gentlemen, you about to get the Honey Mustard Boys live. Okay? Right? Look at all this beautiful light skinnedness going on today. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do nothing with it. Can't do nothing with it.
Can't do nothing with it. And also, look at the hair. Look at the hair.
Oh, you see luxurious. Luxurious. You know what I'm saying? Two types, like what can you do? This much light skinness, two types of curl patterns. You gotta understand it, baby. You know
Exactly. Don't hate. Don't hate, exfoliate. Okay.
Drink water. If you drink water and say your prayers, then guess what? We all in it. We all in it. What's going on, P? How you feeling, brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I mean, it's been a cool week. You know, we did a good show yesterday. You know, just trying to max and relax for the rest of the week. But you know how that usually goes. It never does. But anyway, we still
especially when you got people like me always asking for favors. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, P, what you got going on, man?
yo, you know I couldn't leave you in the lurch, my brother. Okay, I'm on be here, and we gonna do what we do. You know, especially when I come through to the ratchet spot. You know what I mean?
Ratchet spot. Yeah. So if y'all listening right now, we people trickling in right now. So if y'all right now, just go ahead and make sure you like and share. You know, and it means it's a small click for you, and it means a lot to us. So we can get that algorithm in. And man, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and get y'all. We got an hour worth of good content. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna keep you too long. Being off camera, me and P were talking about the Baker Mayfield statue, because we were talking about like the playoffs and all that stuff and trades and everything like that, all sports related stuff. Have you guys seen this statue, the Baker Mayfield statue?
Man, yo. Dude, okay. You know, and it kills me. Mm-hmm. You know, when these statues get commissioned, and I look at how many statues where they just don't get it right. I mean, I took a look. I mean, when I took a look at the joint, all right, I took a look at the joint. I'm looking at the hairline. I'm like, hold up. Is Baker Mayfield's hairline that bad? You know what I mean? I mean, his hairline looked terrible. Okay, and two, you know, it looks so old timey, man. It looked like he was like back in the, playing, when Newt Rockney was playing. Okay, that's how
he looked like.
Yeah, that's how the statue looked.
Right, when the pose and everything looks like Baker Mayfield is doing it for the Gipper.
Exactly. Worse, yeah, worse. It looks like he plays football in the fall and sells insurance in the spring. I mean, what the hell?
Super Bowl one.
Yeah. I mean, freaking ridiculous, man.
Man. And my question is this, Pete. Why don't they just use? I mean, you talk about like we understand. Why don't you just use the people that do the bust at the Hall of Fame? You know what I mean? Pay that guy.
They normally get it right. They normally get it right. Yeah.
Like he added dreads to Elgin James. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, no, he nailed Adrian James's cast. The only thing that would have set it off, if they gave him grills, that would have set it off. That would have set off his bust. All right. And and him in a Hall of Fame and perpetuatory with grills. Okay,
put the grills on.
Put the grills on.
Like I think Dion still has the bandana on his, right? He put the bandana on his, and it's still his butt still has a bandana. But yeah, man, they did excellent. They did excellent. I'm talking about, and you know what I mean. So I think they would have did better with if you could put dreads and you the afros and all that. What's going on, Danny? D Nasty in the building. Actually, D Nasty, if you want the link, we'll send it to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hop in, you know what I mean?
we gonna Grey Poupon it up.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go all the way, add a little bit of mayo to the honey mustard, baby. So let us know if you want to come on, D. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're ready. But yeah, so yeah, the Baker Mayfield joint is if y'all haven't seen it, Google it right now because it is trash.
Yeah. It is trash. You want a good laugh? Yeah. Take a look at that for real, man.
Right.
Yeah.
It is trash. It is trash. So yeah, I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and send that to you real quick, D Nasty. So let me go ahead and fix that up for you real quick. So, but yeah, another thing since we're talking about sports and all that, let's talk about the NBA playoffs.
Hello, Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn. How you doing, Brooklyn? You doing all right, Brooklyn? You need a knish, Brooklyn. Do you need a knish right now? You know what I'm saying?
Some shawarma, and I think that's what they the nice little shawarma spot.
Oh man, look. I don't know why anybody's surprised. This has been an excellent playoffs. But seeing Brooklyn get swept in the first round should not be a surprise. Should not be a surprise at all. You're looking at a team that were not together from day one. You're looking at a team that had this injured cat that forced his way out, and the minute he got out, his leg was better. Miraculous. Miracle.
Somehow. You know I mean, and he was fat too. Let's not talk about the fact that he was fat. He was also fat, and then got out a week and dropped all the weight.
Dude, you remember when he got off that plane to meet Daryl Morey, and you remember he was slim and didn't have a limp?
Right.
So look, Brooklyn Nets. Your training staff. Answer me this one question. How the hell did you not know that this man had been wearing a fat suit? How did you not figure that out?
How is the fat suit not happening? Why is that not a thing? You know, so, okay, we got Danny. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Broham. All right. Well, we see your neck. You got a beautiful chest there. There we go. There's my handsome young man.
Oh, please.
What is up, DA? What's up, DA?
Same old. SSDD.
SSDD. IDK. You know, BFF forever.
We're all going to be speaking text speak the whole time.
Right. So, you've been following the playoffs there, D?
You know me. I'm a college ball guy. I mean, I know the pro teams, and I follow players more than teams.
So you have not been paying attention.
That's my long answer of no. I have not been paying attention.
There we go. He gets the button.
That was a long answer too. That was really long.
Well, yeah, just because I knew that Bishop was going to kick my ass out when I said no. I was trying to delay the inevitable.
He's like, I'm gonna go ahead and get some words in before Bishop picks me up.
That's right. I gotta show off my vocabulary skills.
So anybody surprising you in the playoffs so far? You know what I mean? I'm liking the way Memphis is hooping. You know what I'm saying?
But Memphis has been doing that since close to the second half of the season. Okay. So I mean, the fact that they ended the regular season with the number 2 seed out west. All right. This is not a surprise. I'm a little bit more surprised that Memphis has been able to make this a good series.
You're talking about the Wolves?
Yes, okay. The Wolves. And especially watching Anthony Edwards' emergence. Okay. Yeah. I mean, think about it. A couple of years ago, you had Cat and you had Wiggins, and it wasn't a good fit. Okay,
Mhm.
you get rid of Wiggins. Wiggins becomes an all-star in all places, Golden State,
Right.
and then you luck up and you get the number 1 pick in the draft, and you get this kid out of Georgia named Anthony Edwards, who
Mhm.
is a bull. I mean, a straight up bull. And now he's showing it. He's showing his potential and what you can see in the playoffs. The biggest thing that I'm loving about these playoffs
Mhm.
is the further push of the changing of the guard. Already came into this playoff with no LeBron.
Right.
All right. And now we're going to have a second round with no KD.
Mm.
Okay. You already have in the West. I mean, it's not really a change in the guard out West. It's just a battle out West because you have Golden State back and competitive and retooled.
Right.
All right. You got a young, you got a young Bull team. You got a young Bull team in the Phoenix Suns
Mhm.
led by an old dog.
Yep.
You feel me? So it feels like a changing of the guards. Giannis got his ring last year.
Mhm.
Giannis is still, is still going to be competing for it, and he's young.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
And you know what else? What we're seeing in these playoffs, like with Maxey, with Poole, with your aforementioned homie from the Wolves or whatever, Edwards. It's like we're getting these the fourth options, the third and fourth option guys that are coming out, and they're just balling. They're nigh unstoppable. Homeboy that was that's in Dallas. What's his name?
they're talking about Jalen Brunson. Yeah.
Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I didn't hear Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
dude, you forget.
Right.
He's a 2-time national champion with Villanova.
Mm-hmm.
And he was college player of the year. He's a Naismith Award winner coming into the NBA. But he was an older cat. He was an older cat and short. Okay.
Right.
When you're older cat and short and you're coming into the NBA, you're
not getting that time.
Exactly. But
or any
but he's developed. And
Right.
now he's doing all of this in a contract year. He hits free agency.
I just saw that too. I just saw that because they was like they could have offered him 4 years with $66 million, and he's playing like this, and they was like, yo, and he's like, nah, there's not going to be a discount. Either y'all gonna pay me.
Straight. I mean, the minute he had that 40-point game, or was it that 40-point game in game 2? It was on some straight Joey Crack shit.
Yep.
The price just went up.
Today's price is not yesterday's
price. Exactly. But no, that's the reason why I'm enjoying the playoffs. One, because Brooklyn got swept, and two, because it feels different. It feels different,
Does it not feel like, you know what I'm saying? You're a couple years older than me, but it feels like when you first experience your playoffs, like when you first start liking basketball, and it gets back to that level, like, because again, it's one of those things, like I like to say, when you're a basketball fan, it's one of those things where like you look up to the players, right? First you look up to the players. Then the players are your peers, like they're like in your age range. And then now you, as an when you get older, you look at these young boys, you look down to them. It's like they're no longer your peers. There's some young fellas out there being athletic, right? And now I feel like, oh shit, I'm looking up to these guys again because the playoffs, because we had LeBron, you have your stagnant, like it was like in the 80s, it was like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. There's like, okay, yeah, we're okay.
Isaiah. There's Isaiah. Hey, Isaiah.
Might have been some guy named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think he played a little bit too.
Right. Exactly.
But you got to put it in perspective. You got to put it in perspective. When the 80s rolled around, Kareem was still dominant. Kareem was still getting those rings, but Kareem was old.
He was still beating the shit out of the younger guys, though.
But he was that guy from the 70s that stuck around.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? He
was the old head.
Exactly. Him and Chief were old heads. Chiefing.
Yep. Yo, first of all, Robert Parrish played into the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Robert Parrish was not leaving like him. Kevin Willis.
Oh man, Kevin Willis paid for like 20 teams, man.
Zombie basketball players.
Kevin Willis played for like 22 years, yo. Like true story. Like, yo, they was like Kevin Willis on the bench. He was the only 7-footer with arms the size of a dude 5'3". Like he just like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You mean them big arms? Yeah,
they were big and short.
He had big short arms that could rebound, get the ball like this.
Oh man, that's Kevin Willis all day. But yeah, man, so we talking about it. We gotta talk about Isaiah Common because you did say you brought his name up. Isaiah said LeBron and KD can't be mentioned as top tier players because they got swept in everything like that and got swept and didn't make the playoffs or didn't even make the play-in team. So how do you feel about that? Are their legacies tarnished?
No. They had one. Okay, so you had LeBron with a year where he didn't make the playoffs, coming off a year where he just made the play-in.
Right.
You have Kevin Durant coming off a year where he got swept in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't no big deal.
Right.
It doesn't tarnish your greatness. Okay. Sometimes we look at the greatness scale and we had this bad habit of pulling out that MJ stick and trying to measure everyone to that. Guess what? There's levels to this shit, and there's always been levels to this shit. You can still take that stick and measure it against, and measure it against the Kobe measurements. You could take the stick and measure it against the Magic measurements.
The exception that proves the rule.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You could take and shoot. Yo, in the same vein, guess what? You could take that stick and put it against the Isaiah stick. And guess what? It still stands up. Greatness.
I mean, I look at it like this: for every era, because you can talk shit all you want. You can talk shit all you want. But LeBron and Brady are pretty much the same type of player. Like when you always see them win or lose, you always see them in their championship. Like, I don't care if you lost 5 championships. It's like the Buffalo Bills. They went 4 times. But do you know how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl?
Thank you.
That means you've been beating human ass all for 4 years straight. You've been beating human ass this whole time to get there. And yeah, you might fumble at the end there. But again, LeBron James, again, like I said, it's refreshing to not see LeBron in the finals.
It is.
Because it gets stale. It gets stagnant. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but the fact is, LeBron has whatever team he's going to has given them a championship. You can
see, and here's a whole thing, and people want to measure that, well, Jordan won 6 straight, Jordan 6-0, yeah, with the same team. Okay, right. It's a different, to me, it's a different level of greatness that doesn't take away from your greatness, from the fact that you were able to win it with 3. You were able to not just win it. You were able to lead 3 different teams to the chip. Okay, It does not take away that greatness. Doesn't take away that greatness at all. And the fact that a lot of people constantly want to measure that and talk about who's better. Motherfucker, I could pull Bill Russell out my ass and trump everybody. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't
because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, Bill Russell played against plumbers and such and such. Well, LeBron didn't. Like I said, and then on top of this is LeBron playing in a different NBA where he's playing in the NBA where centers can shoot from half court and fucking you got guys that would normally play in the post and be obliterated You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marcus Camby. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine? Like, that's all Kevin Durant is Marcus Camby
with his jump shot.
With his jump shot.
Yeah. Or look, or yeah, LeBron. Okay, so LeBron played against a lot of cats that only did 1 year of college. Okay, eras are going to be different.
Right.
Okay,
well, LeBron didn't even go to college, so
yeah.
Exactly.
No, actually, it does, because after LeBron's class, okay, that's when the one and done rule came in. The one and done rule came in 2 years after LeBron. 2 years after LeBron, because the last straight from high school class was the Dwight Howard class.
Right.
And then after that,
was trash.
Yep, with Dwight Howard and Josh Smith and the such.
LeBron is why they have the one and done rule.
What it was, it was everything is good. Then it's like for every LeBron, you got a Sebastian Telfair. You know what I'm saying? For every LeBron, you got
a Lenny Cook. You got a Lenny Cook.
You got you got an Eddie. What was homeboy Eddie Curry? You know what I'm saying? You got an Eddie Curry and shit like that, where they was just jumping in and people weren't looking at these kids and like, nah, you can't play ball yet. You know what I'm saying? You just can't play ball. Like a Darius Miles, which what I'm saying, he was in there for 10 years, but he slowly developed. But I think he would have did way better going and playing 2 years at Kentucky.
If he would have spent that 1 or 2 years at St. Louis, playing for playing for Ridenhour, he would, the trajectory of his career would have been different.
Different. Even though he spent 10 years in, he did 10 years in. You know what I'm saying? So that's, and Kwame Brown and all that stuff.
And look, and even when you want to talk about greatness, okay, the fact that Jerry West lost 8 championships does not take away from the greatness of Jerry West.
He's a fucking logo.
Look, great segue.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
you must have done this before.
Yeah, I think he had his own. I think he has his own little show on Tuesday nights.
I think I recall seeing something about that.
Yeah. Said 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
straight to tape. I think is what they call it. If you're not doing anything on Tuesdays at 8, please go ahead and peruse.
Better than getting kicked in the head.
Give it a peek. But yeah, like you said, speaking of Jerry West. Winning Time. Now, maybe we could get Danny. Have you watched the episode of Winning Time yet with the LA Lakers joint?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
You have to.
What's it on?
It's on HBO. It's on HBO and HBO.
See, I don't have that. I don't have the opportunity to watch that.
You don't have HBO Max?
I don't subscribe to HBO Max. No, I do not.
So what you got to do? You got to get somebody.
I'm not a baller like you guys.
You got to get somebody password. First of all, my wife got me HBO Max. I was so happy.
I remember she got you HBO Max for your birthday, and you were so excited about it. You basically told everyone on the internet about how great your wife was. Yeah, so I'm like, that's bold. That's bold.
Nah, that is. I think that woman every time. The fact that I don't have to pay for it, but I get all this nice content.
No, I actually would love HBO Max because there's a lot of stuff on there I'm watching. And actually, this month, I got a good commission check coming in, so that might be something that I have to invest in.
Go ahead and treat yourself.
Jump on it. You
a bit of a reward.
You are going to enjoy it. And this show, Winning Time, which got picked up for a second season. Incredible story. It's based off of the book Winning Time, The Rise of the Laker Dynasty. And the casting is incredible. Okay,
I've seen the ads for it. It looks really cool. Yeah.
Well, before we talk about casting, some of the casting is spot on, and some of the casting is fucking terrible. Like
somebody's agent was
that
poems.
No, because they did my man Julius Erving dirty.
You're just mad because of the Philly connection. That's all.
No. Who is that dude playing? Dr. J because it didn't fit. It did not fit.
I forgot what other show he's on that he was on. He's a bald head dude or whatever. But yeah, they should have got somebody. Like, did you see the stunt double for Julius Erving? They should have got the stunt double. The dude that did. So if you do, like, they took a picture of the stunt double. You know what I mean? After he did the rockabye dunk for it. So they took a picture of him, and he looks more like Julius Erving than the other dude does. And it's kind of like, but I think he's like maybe 6'2". So homeboy's got to be like 6'4". So he's taller or whatever. The actor is taller. But
the first problem is putting a bald person playing Julius Erving is just wrong.
No, they gave him.
But guess what? Even the wig was off.
Right.
Oh my
the
God.
mustache was terrible.
Oh, that's terrible.
I mean, I'll be straight up with you. Dude looked more like George Gervin.
He's short.
Yes. Magic than Dr. J. Okay.
He looked more. Yeah. He looked more like almost. I would say if they said, "Yo, that was Mo Cheeks," I would have gave him Mo Cheeks better than I would have gave him Julius Erving or Clyde the Glide.
Yeah. I mean, but the show overall, I mean, some really good casting. John C. Reilly, as Dr. Jerry Buss, spot on and hilarious. I mean hilarious to the point where sometimes you think you think that not that Dr. Buss was still alive, but God, why am I forgetting old boy that's normally his partner in movies?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. You think Will Ferrell's writing the scene sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I like the fourth wall breaking. They're like, it's little like nuggets of stuff. It's the what they'll do is, because it's not quite shot in HD, but then they'll put that 70 filter on some shot. So it's like, and it's the color bleeding and it's overexposure. And it's like, and they blow it in just when they change the camera. It's like, oh, they're using 3 different cameras or whatever. So it looks like a low budget film. And you know what I'm saying? So they go from kind of HD to 70s porn movie film or whatever.
Well, aren't they trying to sort of get that 70s look to the scene, to the movie, so that it looks like it's something from back in the day?
It does.
And they nail it. And speaking about nailing it, Quincy Isaiah as Magic Johnson, incredible. What I mean, he the mannerisms, the smile. I mean, he is absolutely killing it. As Magic, and as Magic, that's not the only thing that he is killing.
Listen, I'm not going to say anything, but if my man Tico was here, he would say some of those scenes with Magic Johnson are spank worthy. You know what I'm saying? I think my man Tico was. I'm not saying it.
You say his name 3 times, he shows up. So be careful. Right. You said it twice, so don't say it again.
I mean, if Tico was here,
there you
go. He would go into a soliloquy on how you should bring lotion and tissue to some parts of Winning Time.
They would.
Again, that's not the type of show I run here.
So again, worth investing in for HBO Max is what
it's worth investing. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
HBO Max
thank you is something that Tico would say. But but again, it's a dramatization. So some of the stuff is a little bit, it may not be in the realm of truth. You know what I'm saying? But if you compare it to if you got Apple TV, Magic Johnson's documentary, some of these things, it's a lot of truth in it. So whoever wrote the book, they
on a true story.
Based on a true story. Of course, they had dramatized some of the stuff.
Of course, yes.
But I like the business sense of Dr. West. I don't know, but the logo was mad as shit at the way his character is being portrayed.
Oh yeah. Jerry West is upset by the portrayal of his character. I mean, his character is being portrayed as well, pretty much asshole, never satisfied, the whole nine. I mean, he complained to the point where he was like, look, I need them to issue me an apology, and I am willing to take it to the Supreme Court.
He's a sourpuss. But does that not sound like his character? Like
Exactly. And that's the funny part about it right there. That sounds exactly like something that the dramatization of the logo would do.
So all he's doing is proving their point. So if he does take him to court, he's screwed.
Because honestly, because Jerry West is probably is an asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jerry West they were doing like they gave him a mic on an All-Star game or something like that, and he was complaining about how the kids are playing at the All-Star game. Like yo, he takes basketball. He's a basketball savant. Now we're not going to take anything away from Jerry West. Even this Jerry West that's in the wintertime
is killing it.
He's killing it, and it's like this. He's killing it, and he knew who he was. He said, "Yo." When they said, because when Bus came in and gave him everything he wanted, he said, I got to quit. Yep. And he said, why? Because I know I'm about to fuck this up. Yep. But he stayed around. So that takes a lot. That takes a lot of courage. Like you might call it a sourpuss. He just got an angry disposition, but he's starting to lighten up a little bit. He's not as the
exactly. And another piece of casting that I had my doubts about when I first heard about Winning Time, but as the series progressed, perfect. Adrian Brody as Pat Riley.
He looks like he is Pat Riley to me. Like when you look at old pictures of Pat Riley, he like, you know what I'm saying, Adrian looks. He gives me, because he talks like Pat. He has Pat's mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that's Pat Riley. He's a cool guy, man. Like you would have a beer with Pat Riley or whatever. So, I think one of the funnier parts was when he was with Chick Hearn, and he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your voice sound. We can't say the word on here because I don't want to get shut down. But he was like, you call Pat Riley the F word? Like, word? That's how you do it? And I was like, oh, man, that was the 70s, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've been cussing like a sailor. I hope I don't get you in trouble this show.
No. It's one word we can't use that is inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? Hurtful to our friends in the LGBT.
I got it. I don't use that word anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah. So, but he said it was effity. He was like, you have a real effity voice, and no one wants to hear you on this. It was just hilarious.
And surprising casting, okay? Because from the first episode, of course, the character that stood out the most of the first episode was Norm Nixon. All right. And then coming to find out that Norm Nixon is being played by Devon Nixon, Norm Nixon's son.
Yes.
Well, that makes sense.
He looks spot on. It was like
spot on.
I don't think he has the light eyes. That's the only thing that I don't think he has. But the guy that's playing Coop too is
spot on. When they did the training camp episode, when Coop and his wife were trying to get to training camp, I was like, oh shit, he looks and sounds just like Coop. The dark skin, the little afro that he had, the eyes like this. I was like, yo, that's Coop.
Eye color can always be changed with contact lenses really easily too. So
yeah. But you know, and it's like this. I like when you go back, man. It's Winning Time is one of those situations where you get to see like the behind the scenes. It's not about the basketball action at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely not about, because let's be honest, like
even though the cat playing Larry Bird is dope.
Yo, and the dude that's playing Larry Bird is like 4'11", man. It's hilarious the way that he's so. But yo, Larry Bird is stoic. He is everything that you want Larry Bird to be. I like the exchange between
Bus and Brady Manick playing Larry Bird.
Huh?
They should have Brady Manick playing Larry Bird.
No, if you see this guy that looks like that,
they look identical.
Yeah, he's almost there, man. It's like he's with the acne. He has that. He's the bad acne. I don't know if that's makeup, but he has it all, man. And
Okay.
The vocal tone, the whole nine, yo, he nails Larry Bird. Like I said, there's a lot of good. There are, a lot of good. Yo, your man, what's your man that's playing what's in Solomon Hughes? The cat that's playing Kareem.
Mm-hmm. He's 6'11" for real in real life.
Yeah. Because he played college ball. He played ball overseas for a little while before he stopped playing, and now he's playing Kareem. I mean, go figure.
And and when I will say this right, Kareem was way too serious. I think he's just way. You know what? Yeah, I'm like, yo, man, Kareem, you're way too serious, man. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant brother, but damn it, man, I feel like Magic feel. I'm like, God damn it, man. Let me go ahead and have a good time, man. We playing. Like at the end of the day, we are playing a kid's game and we're getting paid for this. You know what I'm saying? We're getting paid for this.
I'd like to actually interject a thought here.
Oh, no, absolutely.
For people that have not converted to the Muslim faith, the stereotype is that people who had converted to the Muslim faith are very serious people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things that I think that since Kareem is now called Kareem and no longer Lou Alcindor, he became that kind of serious guy, the Muslim convert who now is like a very serious person.
No, Kareem's always been serious. Like when he was Lou Alcindor, he was serious. Before he converted over, he's just a super serious guy.
But also, Bishop, at the same time, I mean, to your point, Dan, when he converted, you got to look at when he converted as well.
Mm-hmm.
During the, in essence, during the civil rights movement. Okay,
they convert for a very serious reason.
Exactly,
because they're very serious people. So that makes perfect sense that he would be a very serious, thoughtful, introspective dude the whole time, because those are the kind of guys that make those kinds of decisions.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But you still ain't got to be a dick. And he's so serious. He's on the verge of asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Party animals end up with AIDS.
I fucking hate it.
Oh, well, I gotta bring these two casting up, okay? Because and it's funny because we saw it on BMF. And now we had a chance to experience it on Winning Time. When you get a chance to have the Harris brothers, that being Wood Harris and that being Steve Harris on the same show. So Wood Harris playing Spencer Haywood. Yep. Spencer Haywood being one of the most key players in the history of basketball, because Spencer Haywood is the reason why you had the hardship. You had the hardship rule anyway, with players being able to go into the NBA without having to do 3 and 4 years of college. That was Spencer Haywood. So you have Wood Harris, great actor on his own, playing Spencer Haywood. Then you have Steve Harris playing Doctor, and I forgot his name, but he's a guy that that kind of became a business advisor to Magic Johnson while Magic was boning his daughter, and Magic wanted to break up with the daughter, and the dad took care of it.
Yep. Can I say this right here? I was this year old when I found that them two dudes are brothers. I didn't know they were brothers. I did not know. I've seen Wood and Stephen Harris in many movies. Sugar Hill, Above the Rim. Wood Harris is probably one of my favorite actors, just because who he is. Wood Harris always plays Wood Harris as somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like he'd be like, man,
dude, he played Jimi Hendrix. He played Wood Harris as Jimi Hendrix, okay?
Right. Wood Harris as Jimi Hendrix.
Right? So
listen, every time you got to be soldiers out here. You got to be soldiers. If you've never seen Above the Rim, you got to be soldiers. Hey, how you feeling? I really feel fucked up right now. I don't walk the same. I don't talk the same. I ain't messes with Wood Harris. You know what I'm saying? And then because Wood, when Wood get mad, he try to open his eyes because Wood got people like, listen, I'm telling you, and his hands got super long hands.
Yep.
Don't fuck you up. I'm like, yeah, Wood, get him. But I didn't know that was his brother, man. So his brother, Steve, is the older. He got to be the oldest, right?
Steve's the older brother.
Yeah. And I'm glad that, but it's one of those things, man. It was like, yo, that's how you know your brother got your back. Like me and my brother was actors, like, yeah, you got to get on set, give him a role, especially if they kind of look alike. So I don't know who got the role first.
And I got a comment on this one, okay? Mm-hmm. Wasn't it finally good to see Mike Epps playing Richard Pryor?
Exactly. Yes. Mike Epps, Richard Pryor was spot on. Like it was like, oh man, and it's like, did you do all that for wintertime, Mike, or is the movie still coming out? You know what I'm saying?
I heard that the movie's on ice.
Okay.
But still great to see him do it and nail it. What was that comment? Was like remember when he was he was talking to Spencer Hayward and he was like, yeah, you need to come up to the mansion. Because what was it? We're gonna have drinks, white bitches, and cocaine.
Yeah, and Wood was like, yeah, and he was, and like Spencer was like, nah, I'm trying to be off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be good by myself. And then unfortunately, he hit the pipe.
Yeah, and I completely forgot that Spencer Hayward was with Iman during that time.
Yep.
It's a good thing I have memory problems because you guys are spoiling everything for me.
Hey, we're sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're like 8 weeks in. It's like we're like the season about to be over with.
Like I said, I don't remember. I won't remember anything, so that's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, I think is really well done. I'm saying the way that the coach before he fell off the bike implemented the fast break. The whole Lakers. Identity change after that, and especially with Magic and just how everything came along. I also enjoyed the pitch meetings. How the guy from Nike, came up to Kareem. I mean, not to Kareem, but Magic.
Came to Magic.
Was like, hey, I can give you this much, this shoe with your name on it, and like shit. What do you say, like 1,000 shares or some shit like that? And it said, and then Magic kind of talks to me. He say, and they said, yeah, Magic didn't go with us. He went with somebody else. But I guess
he went with Converse.
He went with Converse, but then they put the stats. They put the stats next to the dude at the head of Nike, and it was like those would have been. I think he would have been like $1 trillion or something. Like it was a big ass like $1 billion. Magic Johnson would have had if he kept those 1,000 shares of Nike. If he would have just went with Nike, yo. That was crazy. It was like, yo, the Magic shoe, he had his name on it, and he put the proposal in the prototype of the shoe and was like, this is what I could give you. He still wore Converse. And it said Magic Johnson still hurts from that to this day. I was like, I would too. You should. Come on. But yeah, man, wintertime, man. If y'all haven't tried it out, check it out, man. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's well acted. I like Cookie. I like the actress that played Cookie. I like Jeannie's Bus. I like Jeannie Bus's character also. I just like everything about it, man. It's a pretty cool show. Moving on, something we're gonna change. We're gonna change it up just a tad bit, just a little. I asked the question earlier today about who would win in a fight. Between Omni-Man and Superman, right? If y'all don't know who Omni-Man is, if you look at if you've watched the Amazon show or read the Image Comics, Invincible, it's his father, and he's a Superman type. He's got with a porn mustache, basically. So he's a Venturemite. Did I'm saying that right correctly, Perry?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'm right on. That comes from a planet world conquering aliens. So it's kind of like Krypton, but except they don't blow up their planet, just go out of places, and then they stay there for a while to lull the people to sleep, and then they come and take over. You know, and that's pretty much what it is. They weaken the defenses because they're the strongest thing there. They kind of keep everybody from really building up, and then they come and kill it. Super strong. They get older. As they get older, the stronger they get. Versus Superman, who's a Kryptonian that comes from a planet with a red sun, which makes what makes him just a normal person on the red sun. But when he gets to the yellow sun, the more that's the reason why Superman abilities from the 1940s have gone up, because of the amount of yellow radiation he has endured, and we all know Superman's powers. So
CO2 destroying the ozone layer is making Superman stronger.
It's making, the more we put shit in the air, the better Superman is.
That's right. Drive those SUVs.
Right. So I want to get y'all take on who do you guys think would win in a one-on-one fist fighty battle?
To be honest with you, it would have to depend on which Superman. Okay. If I'm going with Superman Earth 1, or if I'm going with Superman Earth 2, I'm going with Omni-Man. And the reason why I'm going with Omni-Man is because Omni-Man don't have any fucking morals. Okay. And the only way to truly defeat Omni-Man is to kill Omni-Man.
Right.
All right. Something that Earth 1 and Earth 2 Superman wouldn't be able to do.
Right.
Now,
can I interject in? Mm-hmm. Okay, which Superman was the one that got fed up when he fought with Darkseid and gave the cardboard world speech? Which Superman are we talking about there? Remember the one when he was like, he was toe to toe, and he was like, I'm sick of pulling my punches. I live in a world of cardboard where I have to be delicate. And now without fighting you, they're going back and forth, and Darkseid pretty much giving them business a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Fucking him up. And then Superman's like, you know what? Why am I pulling my punches? You're strong enough to take it.
That's still Earth. That's Earth 1 Superman, but he had to get to that point. That's my point. He had to get to that point. Earth 2 Superman, with the kind of squiggly little S. Yeah. Same there. All right. Now, if we're talking about Earth 3 Superman with the Justice League that took over the planet and were bad guys, where they only had one superhero on the planet who happened to be Lex Luthor. That Superman would kick Omni-Man's ass every day of the week.
Okay, so you're saying Ultraman, that Superman. Okay.
Would kick Omni-Man's ass every day of the week.
But so are we saying, because like you said, Omni-Man probably won't care about killing innocents or stepping on people or anything like that. You're saying that Superman will be, I'm doing with kid gloves because I'm not trying to, the collateral, he's too worried about the collateral damage. But okay, so if we say, now if we take this fight to the moon, Earth, are you saying without any collateral damage?
Bishop, I want to take that a step further.
Okay, talk to me.
Because we're talking about if Superman would kick Omni-Man's ass every day of the week. One of the things that I think is different. I mean, really, this is which is going to win, the unstoppable force or the unmovable object. Mm-hmm. And so it's a philosophical discussion. However, I think that because of Superman's reliance on the yellow sun, that's his weakness. And so if Omni-Man knew that and took to a place where he was at a red sun, suddenly Superman doesn't have that power anymore. Omni-Man still does. Omni-Man kicks his ass. Even the later Supermans that don't have the same, they have that berserker tendency that I don't give a fuck what happens kind of mental state that allows, nobody's going to win a fight against somebody who doesn't care. Somebody who's willing to go 1,000% all in is always going to win. But if you have that weakness of the Red Sun, then that is your one spot where you can actually lose.
Go ahead.
You know who would kick the Omni-Man's ass?
Who?
Muhammad Ali.
He's just too fast. But again, hold on. But all right, I'm gonna bring it back to, and this is why I think Superman will win. Range attacks. He has cold and laser vision. You know what I'm saying? So he's much, and this is what I got off of because I looked at YouTube and they brought the power sets up, right? And he's much faster than Omni. He's much faster than Omni-Man. So that's almost speed of light. And Omni-Man moves sub speed of light. So again, you know what I mean? The only person that's faster than that was what we talking about, the Flash, right? So again, if I'm talking about straight up punch and power, they're equal. We talking about just toe to toe, punch each other in the face. But if I'm Roy Jones Jr. and you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how fucking powerful or how much you don't care. These motherfucking punches is going to start wearing down. And we do understand that this. We've seen Omni-Man in this rendition of Omni-Man, right? Because again, now we're talking about the whatever and it's all about levels. So if we're taking JL, Justice League cartoon Superman, and Omni-Man season 1, Superman's winning that every time because Omni-Man has shown that he could get fucked up. You know, when he took on the super team, you know what I mean? And the what's the guy's name? The Immortal, when he fought him, he almost took him out. Again.
Bishop, there's nothing more dangerous than an old man that don't give a fuck.
I can vouch for that.
He's 1,000 years old. He's 1,000 years old as of that time. So you're absolutely right.
You know, so.
But again, we got right because we got to talk about Superman is not the best fighter. He's not, you know what I mean? If we talk about like Superman doesn't have he don't have hands. He just pretty much, I punch you, you go down. Right. Everybody falls down when I fight you.
That's the thing. People who don't fight, they don't know how to fight because they're so powerful that they don't have any experience. One punch and you're done. So they don't know how to actually fight fights.
Right. So you think Omni-Man would have took out Doomsday without a problem?
No problem at all.
No problem at all. You feel as though that Omni-Man would have won to that?
No, not a problem at all.
So I'm going with I feel good about my Superman pick if you get Superman to that point where he's with Darkseid, because again, I don't think Omni-Man can beat Darkseid. I don't think he's powerful enough to do such. I mean, he'll fight him. They'll fight for like 3 weeks, but I don't think he's going to best him at the end of the day once, you know what I'm saying, once I open it up.
You said, though, that Darkseid almost beat Omni-Man. Almost is a big step from did.
No, I'm saying the Superman beat Darkseid. Superman beat Darkseid. I don't think
almost beat Omni-Man then.
Yeah.
You said somebody almost beat Omni-Man.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
The equivalent of the Justice League or the Avengers in that comic book series, they almost beat him. They beat him into a coma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Now, Superman, to me, Superman would not beat Omni-Man. The Maestro would beat Omni-Man.
You talking about the Incredible Hulk?
The Maestro.
I feel like Hulk 1 would probably beat War Hulk could probably like fuck Omni up.
Hulk smash.
No. It's the Maestro, okay? Simply because going back to old man strength.
And Bishop is a big fan of old man strength. He talks about old man strength all the time.
Yo, you know what? I can't argue with that. He's be walking around. It'd just be 2 geriatrics is going there.
Exactly. Just stay out the way.
Just stay out the way.
Yep. Those gray temples, you got to run away. When you see Omni-Man go with those gray temples, get out.
Hey, and you see this big green motherfucker with a gray ass beard down to his chest. Yeah, no, man, no. Here, take it.
Right. That's OP. That like you'll probably never see Maestro in the MCU because he's too OP for that. Man. Well, we got about what 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
We've gone down to a 1 hour show again.
Down to a 1 hour show, because I got special guests and I don't want to keep y'all guys on too long, and I appreciate you for for coming in. We 10 episodes away from 200, trying to get these 10 out.
Yes.
Bishop, I'm really glad you had me on. I could talk all night because I got nothing else to do. So
I want to be around my friends. So,
I got my mom, so you can talk as long as you want.
Right. So, two things. I want to talk about Meg Thee Stallion and the Meg Thee Stallion interview.
Interesting interview. A very interesting interview. Well, and remember, her people were the ones that reached out to Gayle King.
Okay.
Believable. Very believable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for those that I've seen some criticisms out there about is she lying or not?
Right.
Why would she be? That's my whole thing.
That's
why would she?
What I'm at with this right here, because you know what I'm saying. And I'm going to say this: most of the interview is I'm with you, believable. But when she asked that one question, did you have intimate relationship with Tory Lanez? And she said intimate relationship. This is when you looked away, and she said intimate relationship. Now, as someone that has got caught out there doing the bullshit, when you repeat the question, when you repeat the question, first of all, sis, you are a college graduate. You know what I mean? So I know you understand what words and things mean. You are a rapper. So I understand you know what words and things mean. When you say intimate how, what do you think she's talking?
Yeah.
That's the Bill Clinton defense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, up until that point, I'm not going to say she, whatever she said, I'm not going to say it, but that one part, I'm like, hold on. If we're talking about this whole situation that went on, we, as people that have had platonic friends, you never get to that point to this fuckery, this amount of toxicness. Like, I don't think I can ever get this toxic with Keisha. You know what I'm saying? I would never shoot. There's no reason why I should shoot Key in the foot if me and Key are friends, unless Key shoots at me or my family in their foot. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I'm pulling the gun out on that woman.
Well, the other thing is that, these celebrities are all sleeping with each other, so...
That's what I'm saying, but
I'm sure they were together. So what?
No, but it's saying the fact that she said she did not. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's for press. That's for press.
Because if we're talking about like the waste, the energy says like like if you said they slept together, I wouldn't have been surprised. I'm like, okay, I just assumed it's an assumption. It's like y'all together, you shoot your girlfriend in the foot. Yeah, you like, okay, that's fucking energy. I am not shooting a woman in the foot, and I'm not getting that toxic to a woman that I've slept with. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know unless Tory Lane is completely batshit stalker crazy.
Well, that's the other thing. They are crazy. So,
but to go to a party, get in a fight at the party, her get mad for you smashing a friend. This is the only way because I thought about it. Mm-hmm. If I really like you, okay, Meg really likes Tory, okay, I'm just coming. This is just my opinion, so don't come at me. Meg really likes Tory. Says, hey, Tory, we're gonna wait on having relationships, but I really do like you. I want to hang out with you and everything like that. And Tory, and you guys having a great connection, and then Tory goes to sleep with your friend while you had this connection. Okay, I understand spasm. All right, that's the only way I can see it. You know what I mean? But
and the scenario you just broke down, ain't even Hollywood. That's not even Hollywood.
That's
you
not
feel
even
me?
Hollywood. Right.
Yeah. You know,
That's just regular.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. That's something, that can happen in everyday single life.
Right. I think that if you know what I mean, because again, if you're dealing with down to earth people that don't, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not gonna say everybody in Hollywood smells their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people are down to earth or whatever. But with the way when Gail asked that direct question and the way you question, she's like, sexual? Like, whoa. What do you thought she was talking about? And Gail said, I was like, sis, don't do that. Now he might not count.
That's the Bill Clinton defense.
Hmm?
That's the Bill Clinton defense.
What is the word is? I did not have sexual relationships with that lady. Yes, you did, Bill. That is a sexual relationship.
Yeah, and plus you're going on with Gail.
Right.
It's you're not going it's not going to be a powder puff interview.
It's not going to be a softball interview.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? You can ask R. Kelly.
Exactly.
I can't hear discussions about Megan Thee Stallion without thinking back to when I was in the Atlanta airport. And I was talking to this girl, and I was trying to like pump up my hip hop cred. Tell her I was all into these hip hop bands, and she points out to this person across the way and says, "Isn't that Megan Thee Stallion?" I was like, "Who's that?"
Wow.
And she was just like, "Shunk."
Yeah.
I mean, I don't listen, and Bishop will back me up on this. I've been listening to hip hop for a long time.
Right.
But it's not mainstream hip hop. I don't listen to Power 107. I just don't listen to that stuff. I listen to the underground bands.
Right.
The people, the acts that people don't know. That's the stuff that I know.
Right. I mean, yeah, like I said, and you could have turned around and like because you would have recognized Royce the 5'9" or
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You would have been able to talk to Questlove and everything like that.
If Bip had walked up to me at the Atlanta airport, I'd have been like, "Yo, Bip, what's up?"
Right.
And it would have been great. And instant cred again. But no, instead it was Megan Thee Stallion and I was like, who? What?
I know she's a nice looking lady. I hope she does well in her career.
This was before WAP came out, so I was just
Oh, this before WAP too? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was completely lost.
Yeah, but now that you've seen WAP, you know who the Megan Thee Stallion is.
Yes.
All right.
Now I know. Yeah.
So I just want to get one more thing out before we get out of here, and I'll let you guys go into your lives and everything like that. Make sure, if you haven't already, we were supposed to have OC from NST on. He got caught up, doing things probably for the festival and everything like that. But the Shrimp and Grits Fest.
Oh yeah.
It's coming to you this Saturday on the 30th. The doors will open up at 2 p.m. You get your tickets right now to triadoldschool.com. So that's triadoldschool.com. Go get your tickets right now. It still might be a couple of them away. I think the last time, because I get to talk in the background. Last time they spoke about it was only 65 tickets left. So so people are grabbing them joints up. So I don't know what the number is right now. And that was like maybe about 2 weeks ago. So we almost on a sold out fest. I'm your host. Quills is going to be hosted with my co-host. So shout out to her. And it's going to be at the Boston House of Jazz, man. And that's going to be in Greensboro. And that is going to be, oh man, look at this. I think it's 1011 Arnold Street in Greensboro, NC. So man, y'all check it out at the Boston's House of Jazz. So man, go ahead and Google that, man. Come on out and let's have a good time. It's got a dope ass lineup. A couple people like Ilpo was going to be on the joint. Of course, OC from NC, the whole Watts gang. They're going to have a couple special guests out there. Brandon's going to be out there. The guy that he's collab with. Brandon's collab with Jay Gunn a bunch. Hold on, let me go back. Josie Moe is going to be on this joint. Let me jump into this joint so I can see all the flyers and stuff like that.
Maybe if I'd had my LC from NC sweatshirt on, that would have been okay then.
Yeah, and I mean, and this is a good time to do because it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool too. So, so they got like a main course competition with a guy named K Wills, Ty Harris, if y'all know who Ty is, and a young lady named Pressure. Hold on, we gonna get into it, man. It's gonna be let's see, Brandon Pierre is going to be there. Tab 1 from Cooley High is going to be on it. Jeff Beats. DJ Flash is going to be DJing, man. Josie Mo. Big Remo is going to be out that joint. You know what I'm saying? B Square with a special guest at Ilpo, man. And Ilpo was shutting it down. So, man, it's gonna be a good festival. It's the first time doing it, man. And I'm happy to be hosting. And one of the people were asking me, like, you know, they just shout out to the Sign. They just had their first hip hop festival too. And Shame is coming out with one in June. And you know, people are so adamant about me hosting all these shows, right? I'm like, yo, I would love to host all the shows. And they was like, why are you not hosting it? I'm like, because first of all, I don't interject myself as being a host. If you want me to host, like anybody that throws a show just about themselves has seen me host before. You know what I mean? So you might not want that. Some people might not need that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I host a little different. You know what I'm saying? I host a little different. I host with reckless abandon.
You do.
That's a very, very, very nice way to put it. That's good.
Yep, you do.
Right, I host with reckless abandon. And then if you are a soft ass, pussy ass, motherfucking crowd, then guess what? You can't handle Bishop O'Malley. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But if you need somebody to make sure when the sound goes out, they can keep the crowd going. If the DJ falls off stage, and you know what I'm saying, and all that other stuff, you got Bishop Omega. And I just said this right here. I just totally told him, I was like this. I don't worry about that. I just allow people to make their mistakes. You have to let people make their mistakes. Because honestly, I should be hosting all this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Speaking of Bishop, I'm coming down to I'm gonna be back in the CAC early June, looks like.
Okay.
Late May, early June. So we gotta do something. We gotta get together.
Yeah, let's hopefully you're down here and we could go ahead and sneak into the Shame Show.
My birthday is on the 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, the Shame show's on the 12th.
On the 12th.
The Welcome to Gangland. Yeah.
Yeah, the Welcome to Gangland.
So we'll have to figure something out because I definitely want to see when I'm down there.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. Well, or if nothing, we'll invite Perry over. You know, so we'll get in the garage, we'll play cards and shoot dice and stuff like smoke cigars. I mean, you know,
exactly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, we do some old man shit and then you fight in the yard. That's what
you can buy me the cigars for this birthday party.
Yes, I will make sure you get. I will make sure you get a few cigars. I'm gonna make sure they're all nasty too. You know what I'm saying? Just like your internet browsing.
Got to be nasty.
Black and nasty, just like your internet searches.
Yeah, Jesus.
But that's my friend. That's my friend D Nasty. That's my other friend right there, one of the Honey Mustard Boys. That's Perry. You know what I'm saying? He's with Straight to Tape.
Oh, can I get a plug? Can I get a plug?
Absolutely, plug it.
Make sure you check us out this Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on Twitch, and on YouTube. In the house, rapper Pooh from Little Brother is joining us on Straight to Tape. Okay, so make sure you come through.
That's how you know Straight to Tape is better than us now, because they get their celebrity guests come.
Right. I gotta do a plug too.
They must got a budget.
I gotta do a plug too.
Go ahead.
Hamilton Process Analytics. We have a really cool new probe that just came out called the Density Arc for measuring your total cell density in your bioreactor. You guys are like, what?
Wow.
All right, that's how we're gonna do that shit. When it gets too smart for me, I get a little angry.
Oh wow, the shade. Yes, I realize that Honey Mustard.
I'm like a Trump supporter. Like a Trump supporter. When it goes over my head, I get angry. Yo, this has been Intelligently Ratchet, man. We love y'all. I pressed the button by accident. We love y'all.
Come on.
And I'll talk to y'all, man, later on.
See you guys.
Peace out.